If your idea of fun is spending a day in a mountain stream or some of the most exotic spots in the world, then you're going to enjoy the next few minutes. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Richard Childers, and today I'm here to talk to you about the sport of fly fishing, some of the most common places it takes place, and the biggest misconceptions about fly fishing. I bet I know what you're already thinking. Fly fishing is no different than any other type of fishing. It's a stick, string, and a hook. I have to give it to you. You're partially right, but there is more to it than that. Fly fishing is the act of casting a long, thin pole with a specialized reel, oversized line, and a small, weightless lure called a fly. When casting a fly rod, you have to precisely time your casting action to allow the oversized line to carry out your weightless lure laid on top of the water without a ripple. This differs from your conventional fishing pole setup by when you cast a regular rod and reel, the weight of your lure cap pulls out your line to the water. Some of the items that you need to get started with fishing with a fly rod is a fly rod, normally 7 and 10 foot to length, a reel matched to your fly rod, oversized fly line, a fly, and oh yeah, don't forget, you're gonna need a little bit of patience and a lot of practice. Now that we've covered the definition of fly fishing and some of the equipment you need, let's talk about the locations that fly fishing normally takes place. Most commonly it's known to take place in the pristine setting of a mountain stream, but that's not always the case. Fly fishing can take place almost anywhere in the world, from your backyard pond, Panama, South America, the Bahamas, Alaska, and even Hawaii. Some of the smallest up to the largest fish in the world have fallen to that small weightless lure. I bet you're thinking, with all the equipment and all the choices of places to go, fly fishing is going to be hard. That leads us into our next subject, some of the biggest misconceptions about fly fishing. The biggest misconception that I hear today is fly fishing is hard. Without a doubt, is it more difficult than standard fishing? Yes. But is it hard? No. With a little bit of practice, it will come very easy. One of the other misconceptions I hear is fly fishing is only for small fish. Your panfish. That's not the case either. Sharks, several hundred pounds, have fallen to a small fly. And the final biggest misconception that I hear is that fly fishing is for the upper class. That's not the case at all. Fly fishing can be done by anybody at just about any location. This sport can be one of the biggest misunderstood sports of all time, but with a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, it will pay off. Just a couple years ago, I taught my 10-year-old son to cast a fly rod. Once he caught his first fish, he was absolutely hooked, and now he won't stop bugging me every weekend. Dad, can we go fly fishing? Today we have talked about the sport of fly fishing, some of the most common places fly fishing takes place, and the biggest misconceptions about fly fishing. When you get a chance, take a few moments and try this sport out. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you.